what's so funny about watching this show? I used to live around there. Yeah, that's where I used to live before moving out here. Here, pause it really quick. If you go over that way, right? You take a right, keep going down 2 more blocks. That was the entrance to my neighborhood. The school was like right around the corner. Yeah, it's pretty neat to see. A lot has changed though. Like some of those stores just weren't there when I was. I miss being there sometimes. But then I remember how lucky I am to have met you after moving out here, and all that goes away. Yeah, really. No, I don't really get homesick. I miss my family sometimes, but that's different. The actual place, though, no, not really. There's a lot more to do here, and I don't know. The culture's different, but I kind of prefer it. Back home, it's a small town, and sometimes it really felt like one. You know what I mean? Man, how do I explain this? It's like, the people there just weren't very alive. No, not that they were old. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of old people there, but that's not what I mean. Around here, people seem ambitious. They want to do something, be something. Not in some Hollywood dream kind of way. They just want to do something with themselves. It's not how it was there. At least, maybe it is now, but not back then. Yeah, that kind of environment doesn't really fit me. I'd much rather be here, with you, where I can make our lives something truly special. Besides, I'm always carrying a little bit of them with me wherever I go. Yeah. Wait, did I never tell you? Oh. Here, sit closer. Because I want to show you this tattoo, that's why. I know you've already seen them, but I never told you what this one was. Okay. So, right here on my forearm, you've seen this 100 times by now, I know. But this one is very special to me. This symbol here represents my family. And this one is my home. Over here, this represents my community. It has 48 in Roman numerals because that's how many of us there were in that little area. Yeah, I care about them a lot. Even if I don't ever intend to go back out there for very long. I owe them for who I am today. Yeah, you can touch it. No, I got this before I left by the only tattoo parlor in the area. The guy was kind of an amateur too. If you look closely, you can see a ton of mistakes. When I was getting stuff here, I was actually offered to get some of it covered up because the lines were so unsteady. I'm up to 20 now, I think. It's been over such a long period that it kind of lost count. No, not all of them have meaning. Most of them are just there for aesthetics. I mean, yeah, you can look at them all, but haven't you seen them all before? You see them every night. How would this be any different? Have you never looked at them closely? Oh, I don't know. I kind of assumed with as much time as we've spent laying next to each other, you staring at my body, and tracing what's on my chest, that you'd have looked at them a bit more closely. Yeah, I bet you were distracted. Where do you want to start? There's more on the other side of my forearm. This one was just for looks. I was with some friends one day. We were in call, just kind of talking, playing games, and one of them mentioned wanting something on their arm. We bounced a few ideas back and forth, and this was the kind of thing we came up with. He got something similar, just not the same. Do you want to get matching tattoos? Think about it then. I'd love to have something that represents you on my body for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's got some cool patterns. The part down here by the wrist, oh my god, I remember how much that hurt. Yeah, that was when I needed to use my left hand for basically everything. I still don't know exactly what happened to make it hurt so much, but I am never getting something that close to my hand again. Even if that's where you wanted to match. And trust me, I know you would hate it even more than I did. Oh no, I know you handle pain a lot better than I can. I'm talking about how annoying it is to not be able to use your hand. I would do a lot for you, but there are things you'd be on your own for. I'm not following you into the bathroom, that's for sure. Absolutely not. You'd have to figure something out. I appreciate that you would follow me if I asked. Maybe in the moment if you asked super sweetly. Consider it. You're welcome. Love you. Now, which one do you want to look at next? Sure. Yeah, this one... Okay. This one also has meaning, but it's kind of embarrassing and I really don't want to talk about it. No, just, appreciate the good art and move on, okay? There's a couple on my back that are way more interesting to look at than this one. No, it has nothing to do with an ex. It's not like that. Hey, don't pinch. Fine, I'll tell you, but you have to promise to not make fun of me, okay? We've all made some very cringe decisions in our lives. So, before we met, I was friends with this guy that, honestly, in retrospect, a terrible influence. We picked a lot of fights, and, I was kind of the brains, he was the muscle, since, he was kind of an idiot. We got into this fight once. It never got physical, but I was just messing with the guy, making him mad, tripping him up, using his own words against him, stuff like that. He was an older guy, and he said I was wily like a fox, and I just kind of ran with that for like 3 years. I thought in the moment it was pretty hard. So I got this, fox kind of thing on my chest as a result. See, this is why I didn't want to tell you. Maybe I should have just lied. It's not a good story and you know it. Yeah, go ahead and laugh. Just wait until you do something embarrassing. I am going to be all over you. Oh, I would. Mia, go ahead and try me. Next time you say something embarrassing, I'm gonna make you regret it. I'm gonna make you beg for me to stop. No, I won't get rid of it. The history of it is stupid, but the design is sick, no? Without the story, it goes pretty hard. Yeah, I just can't tell anyone why I haven't. We're good. If anyone asks, I'll just lie to them. I don't know what I'll say. I can't really think of anything right now. Well, maybe it's because feeling your hands going all over me is a little distracting. Yeah, it is. Right now, the only thing on my mind is you and what you're doing. I don't know. What are you doing? At first it was tracing the ink, but now your hands seem to be wandering a little bit. I don't mind at all. I like like your touch. I like it everywhere, but especially when it's here.